What's up, y'all? I'm looking forward to being undisputed in September. Let's get it. It's work time.
Terence Crawford is adamant that he will beat Canelo Álvarez and knock him out in their fight in September. He says the Mexican ace isn't even close to being good enough for him. Fans aren't sure if Crawford is telling the truth or just being overconfident about what she said. Even Eddie Hearn, the organizer of the fight, seems to believe in Crawford and thinks that history could be made if he wins. Hearn said, "I feel like the fight with Crawford as an undisputed fight is pretty cool because Crawford's undisputed at 47 and 40, and he could become a three-division undisputed champion." Many people think that Hearn was insinuating that Crawford would beat Canelo by making this bold comment. Canelo fans are very angry and say that Hearn is disrespecting the heritage of their champion. Reporters covering Crawford are on a high, saying that the promoter's words show how dominant their fighter is. They also say that the fact that Crawford could become the first person in history to be a three-division undisputed champion makes the fight even more exciting, as egos and legacies are at stake. Things are getting really tense, which is adding to the buzz. Legendary boxer Roy Jones Jr. weighed in on the fight, saying that Crawford has a real chance to knock out Canelo. His comment has stirred up even more controversy as fans debate whether Jones is underestimating Canelo or simply recognizing Crawford's brilliance in the ring.
It's a great fight for boxing. I know people don't agree with it, but if Canelo fights one inkling of the wrong fight, he's gonna lose. If he comes out and fights the right fight, it's gonna be a tough one. So right now, I think it can go either way, but it depends on what type of fight Canelo fights.
Jones's remarks have added fuel to the fire, with many interpreting his words as a prediction of Canelo's downfall. Supporters of Crawford are now rallying behind the idea that their fighter could achieve the impossible, while Canelo's fans are furious, calling Jones's statement disrespectful to their champion's legacy. This war of words has only heightened, and the tension with both camps refusing to back down with opinions so divided. The fight is shaping up to be one of the most polarizing in boxing history, as if the debate couldn't get any hotter. Former boxing champion Andre Ward has made his stance clear. He's picking Terence Crawford to beat Canelo Álvarez. Ward's endorsement of Crawford has sent shockwaves through the boxing world, given his own reputation as one of the sharpest minds in the sport. His pick has been seen by many as a strong vote of confidence in Crawford's skills and mentality, despite the monumental challenge of moving up in weight.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I've not been against Terence Crawford against nobody. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Ward's prediction has caused fierce reactions, with some fans applauding his faith in Crawford, while others accuse him of overlooking Canelo's proven dominance at 168 pounds. Critics argue that Ward's belief in Crawford is biased, pointing out that no welterweight has ever successfully conquered a fighter of Canelo's caliber as super middleweight. The Crawford supporters see Ward's statement as a validation of their fighter's greatness, claiming it proves Crawford has the tools to shock the world. There have never been more at stake, and now that experts are publicly split, this fight is more than just boxing. It's become a war for legacy, pride, and history as the fight approaches. Terence Crawford has taken his planning to the next level by joining Shakur Stevenson's training camp. The move has raised eyebrows in the boxing community, with many seeing it as a strategic masterstroke to improve his skills against a fellow elite fighter. Stevenson, known for his precision and technical brilliance, is the perfect sparring partner to help Crawford prepare for the difficulties Canelo brings to the table. This choice has sparked heated debate, with Crawford's fans calling it proof of his unmatched dedication to perfection, while critics argue that no amount of sparring can simulate the raw power and experience Canelo brings to the ring. Some even see it as a sign of doubt, saying that Crawford feels the need to push beyond his usual routine to stand a chance. On the other hand, Stevenson's involvement could also be seen as a secret weapon, giving Crawford an edge in speed and defense that Canelo may struggle to counter. Whatever the case, the stakes are growing by the minute, and this bold move only adds to the anticipation. Terence Crawford further doubled down on his confidence, leaving no room for doubt about his attitude. His bold statements have become a focal point in the build-up, with fans and critics alike dissecting every word. Crawford's confidence isn't just talk, it's a warning shot to Canelo and his fans that he's ready to do whatever it takes to win. He stated, "I'm going to win. I'm going to win. Man, I do everything. Man. It ain't nothing that I can't do." These words have set the boxing world ablaze, with Crawford's fans praising his unshakable belief and pointing to his flawless track record. As proof, however, skeptics say that such confidence could backfire, especially against a fighter as seasoned and powerful as Canelo. Many are questioning whether Crawford's versatility will truly hold up when faced with Canelo's relentless pressure and physicality. Regardless of which side you're on, one thing is clear: Crawford isn't just aiming to win. He's aiming to rule. The stage is now set for a showdown that could define both fighters' lives. Even current super middleweight star Caleb Plant has weighed in on the heated debate, admitting that Terence Crawford has a real shot at defeating Canelo. Plant's breakdown of Crawford's abilities has turned heads as he highlighted Crawford's rare combination of power, adaptability, and technical brilliance coming from someone who knows firsthand the level of skill needed to fight at 168 pounds.
I give him a chance. You know, Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox, southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, closer range, outside. And he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting.
Plant's statements have only fueled a conversation. Plant's statement has sparked a mixed reaction, with many praising his honesty and deep knowledge of the sport. Crawford's fans see it as further validation that their fighter has what it takes to shock the world. Meanwhile, Canelo's supporters say that Plant is overstating Crawford's capabilities and underestimating his natural weight class. The idea that Crawford could easily transition across weight divisions and topple one of boxing's most accomplished champions has left fans more divided than ever, with even fighters like Plant backing Crawford's chances. The anticipation for this historic showdown has hit a fever pitch. Former champion Amir Khan has also joined the talk, known for sharing the ring with Crawford himself. Khan offers a unique view, making his words carry significant weight. He brought up a key point often overlooked in this matchup: Crawford's size and physicality. Size, bro. Remember, like Crawford, Den is a big boy as well. Crawford's a big guy. When it comes, bro, yeah. I think Crawford, in my opinion. Khan's comment has added another layer to the already intense debate. While some agree that Crawford's size and power make him a legitimate threat at 168 pounds, others are quick to dismiss the idea, pointing to the fact that Canelo has been competing and dominating in higher weight divisions for years. Critics argue that Crawford's big guy reputation is only relative to welterweight and question how his frame will hold up against a true super middleweight like Canelo. On the flip side, Crawford's fans are seizing on Khan's statement as further proof that their fighter is not only skilled but also physically capable of handling the move up in weight. They argue that Crawford's size combined with his versatility could spell disaster for Canelo. This bold endorsement from Khan has only deepened the split, turning the fight into not just a battle of skills, but a clash of views on what it takes to be great across weight classes. Adding even more intrigue to the talk, former Canelo Álvarez opponent Daniel Jacobs has weighed in with a surprising take. Jacobs, who has shared the ring with Canelo, claimed that Terence Crawford has both the power and skill to beat the Mexican superstar, coming from someone who knows directly what it's like to face Canelo. Jacobs' words have sent shockwaves through the boxing community and added a new layer to the discussion.
With one of my favorites, Terence Crawford. First, I know Crawford since the amateurs. I've known him since we were like 15, 16, 17 years old. So we have a history together. So my heart is with him naturally. But what does it take for him to actually win, right? Because there's a few factors. There's weight, there's power, there's skill. I believe that Terence Crawford has the skills to beat Canelo.
Jacobs' statement has reignited the fire between fans of both fighters. Supporters of Crawford see this as yet another credible voice recognizing their champion's elite capabilities, calling Jacobs' perspective invaluable given his experience. Against Canelo, on the other hand, Canelo's fans are quick to dismiss Jacobs' claim, arguing that his past loss to Canelo makes him biased. They insist that Crawford, despite his power and skill, has never faced anyone close to Canelo's level at 168. LBS, this latest endorsement of Crawford has only fueled a polarizing nature of the fight. While some view Jacobs' words as validation of Crawford's ability to pull off an upset, others believe it's just hype to create drama. Regardless of opinion, Jacobs' insight has added even more excitement to a showdown already being billed as one of the most significant and unpredictable fights in boxing history. Former Canelo Álvarez opponent Daniel Jacobs has added even more intrigue to his earlier remarks, this time highlighting a critical aspect of the fight: Crawford's ability to handle Canelo's unique pressure and power. While Jacobs acknowledges Crawford's skill advantage, he raises doubts about whether Crawford has ever faced the type of relentless pressure that Canelo brings to the ring. He stated he's never been punched by a fighter like Canelo. He's never had the pressure to deal with like a Canelo. These words have sparked intense debate among fans, with many agreeing that Canelo's sheer physicality and experience at higher weight classes give him a distinct edge. Supporters of Crawford, however, argue that his defensive brilliance and ability to adapt in the ring will help him neutralize Canelo's aggression. This question of whether Crawford can endure Canelo's pressure has now become a central talking point, with fans eagerly awaiting answers when the two finally clash. Jacobs didn't stop there, diving deeper into the one question that could determine the fight's result: Crawford's ability to handle Canelo's power. He stated, "My heart is with Terence Crawford, but the only deciding factor that I feel like may change is if he's able to take the punch. He has the skill over Canelo, but can he take that wrath? Can he take that 168 to 175 power?" This comment has fueled even more controversy. Crawford's critics insist that moving up to face someone with Canelo's devastating power is a gamble that could end badly. However, Crawford's supporters see Jacobs' words as a testament to their fighter's greatness, acknowledging his skill dominance while putting the spotlight on his mental toughness. Whether Crawford can withstand the physical toll of this fight remains one of the biggest questions in boxing, and Jacobs' comments have only added to the intensity surrounding this historic matchup. But not everyone is sure that Crawford has what it takes to defeat Canelo. Boxing legend Oscar de la Hoya has voiced serious doubts about Crawford's chances, calling the idea of a welterweight moving up to face a powerhouse like Canelo at 168 pounds almost impossible. Possible to imagine. His skepticism cuts through the hype, causing many to reconsider whether Crawford's ambitions are realistic or reckless.
It's an all win-win situation for him, for Crawford, if you think about it. But I've just, in all the years I've been in the sport, it's just very difficult to fathom the idea that a welterweight moving up to 168 pounds and against a good fighter in Canelo, I just don't see it. I haven't seen it in the past, and I don't see it now. So I cannot go against Canelo in this one because of the weight difference. And we have weight classes for a reason. So, but I do respect and admire what Terence Crawford is doing. He's daring to be great, and I always love that.
De La Hoya's words have reignited the discussion, with some fans agreeing that Crawford may have bitten off more than he can chew. Critics argue that the weight jump is too extreme and could reveal Crawford's vulnerabilities against a natural super middleweight like Canelo. However, Crawford's supporters dismiss these concerns, pointing to his unmatched skill and adaptability. The split is now deeper than ever, with questions looming over whether this fight is a historic risk or a miscalculated gamble. Either way, the stakes couldn't be higher, and the boxing world is holding its breath. But the questions about Crawford's chances don't stop there. Former world champion Chris Algieri has also weighed in on the fight, offering a more analytical viewpoint. Algieri, known for his sharp breakdowns of matchups, has pointed out the sheer challenge of envisioning Crawford and Canelo in the same ring given their size difference and the magnitude of the job ahead for Crawford. His viewpoint adds a unique layer to the ongoing debate as he acknowledges the complexity of this historic clash.
I'm favoring Canelo, but like I said, as we get closer and start to see, start to break down how these guys are going to match up, I have a hard time even picturing them in the ring together based on the size and just the fact that this fight's happening. But we got tons of time before that happens. But it's going to be an interesting breakdown.
Algieri's comments have added another wave of skepticism, with many fans agreeing that the size disparity alone makes this fight almost surreal. Critics argue that Canelo's size and experience at 168 pounds will simply overwhelm Crawford no matter how skilled he is. Crawford's fans view this as yet another underdog story in the making, insisting that skill and plan can overcome size and power, adding even more fuel to the fire. Respected boxing coach Joel Diaz has taken a firm stand against Terence Crawford's chances of beating Canelo Álvarez, known for his blunt and unfiltered opinions. Diaz didn't hold back, saying that Crawford simply doesn't stand a chance in this fight. His comment has stirred up even more controversy, drawing a sharp divide between analysts and fans.
People that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Álvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Álvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo.
Diaz's bold statement has sparked a heated reaction across the boxing world. Critics of Crawford have seized on his words as validation of their opinion that Canelo's size, power, and experience will be too much for the welterweight star to overcome. On the other hand, Crawford's fans are quick to dismiss Diaz's comments as overly pessimistic, arguing that the coach is underestimating Crawford's skill set and mental toughness. Diaz's view reinforces the challenges Crawford will face in moving up to fight one of boxing's most dominant champions. The weight difference combined with Canelo's physicality and years of experience at higher divisions puts the pressure firmly on Crawford to prove his doubters wrong with statements like these. The fight's build-up becomes even more intense, setting the stage for a battle that will test not just skill but sheer grit. Joel Diaz's strong doubts about Crawford's chances have intensified the ongoing debate, but the talk doesn't end there. Former world champion Amir Khan has stepped in with great praise for Canelo Álvarez, further stacking the odds against Crawford. Khan, who has faced Canelo in the past, didn't mince words when talking about the Mexican star's evolution as a fighter, stressing just how dangerous he has become in recent years. Canelo was a beast, man. Canelo was a beast. Canelo's still a beast, you know. Canelo's become a better fighter. He started fighting better, you know. He's looking really good. Khan's words have added another layer of complexity to the narrative, shifting focus on Canelo's continued growth as a fighter. His ability to adapt and improve his boxing skills over time has made him even more formidable. According to Khan, who knows firsthand how devastating Canelo's power and precision can be for many, this serves as a grim reminder of the monumental task Crawford is taking on, while Crawford's supporters remain defiant, insisting their fighter's unique skill set is enough to overcome any challenge. Khan's comments bolster the belief that Canelo's combination of power, experience, and technical improvement will prove insurmountable. The narrative surrounding this fight gets ever more polarized, with Canelo's rise to near perfection casting an even longer shadow over Crawford's bold ambitions. As the hype builds, so does the tension, with fans on both sides eagerly awaiting answers in the ring following Amir Khan's warm praise for Canelo Álvarez. Rising boxing prospect Abdullah Mason has offered a more balanced take on the highly anticipated fight. Mason acknowledges the monumental task ahead for Terence Crawford but also highlights the unique skills that make him a legitimate contender. His perspective adds a sense of unpredictability, adding yet another layer to the already heated debate.
Crawford, he definitely got the skills, but what boxing comes down to, who the best fighter that night, who got the best game plan. But Crawford, he got the skills to make it happen. And Canelo, he also has the skills and experience. So, I'm just waiting for it to happen, and I'm gonna be tuning into that as well.
Mason's words show a cautious optimism about Crawford's chances, while also respecting Canelo's overwhelming experience and dominance. His comments hit at the heart of what makes this fight so intriguing. The clash of styles, experience levels, and game plans for some are a reminder that no matter the odds, fights are decided in the ring, not on paper, while Canelo's fans continue to point to his proven track record and physical advantages. Mason's acknowledgement of Crawford's skills fuels hope for those who think the underdog can pull off the impossible. The matchup is now framed as not just a battle of skill but of planning, strategy, and execution on the night, with both sides boasting confidence. The anticipation only grows, and fans on both sides are prepared for a showdown that could redefine boxing history. The Crawford vs. Canelo fight has become one of the most talked about matchups in recent boxing history. On one side you have Terence Crawford, is a pound-for-pound king known for his technical brilliance, unmatched adaptability, and sheer determination to take on any task. On the other hand, there's Canelo Álvarez, a seasoned fighter with devastating power, a legendary resume and a size edge that many believe will be Crawford's. And in this fight is more than just a clash between two boxing greats, it's a test of legacy, risk, and skill. Crawford's move up in weight to face one of the sport's most dominant champions has drawn equal parts respect and skepticism. Some think his precision and plan can outsmart Canelo's brute force, while others think he's biting off more than he can chew. As the debate continues to rage, one thing is clear: this fight will leave an indelible mark on boxing history no matter the results. Who will rise to the occasion? Can Crawford defy the odds and solidify his place as one of the greatest ever, or will Canelo prove that size and power mixed with skill are just too much to overcome? Let us know your ideas in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and tune in for more movies like this. Stay tuned.